One way that I feel I've grown spiritually this summer is just the growth that happens with the special opportunity to be in a group of Christians and just growing together and being sanctified together.
Patience. I always want things to happen on my own desired time frame, and I think this summer I've really just learned that God doesn't operate on my time frame, but and sometimes you don't see the fruit of your labors so quickly, but God for sure is working.
How God would just love his children, I think, in that way, and kind of trying your best, or like my best, to lead in that way, to be loving and caring in ways that I may not myself know of, but that, because like Christ himself has loved me, that I would do the same to them.
One way I grew spiritually this summer is through the book that we read, which is called Incomparable. In this book, I learned a lot about God's character, and one chapter I specifically loved was the chapter God is my shepherd, and that has helped me lean more into him for my trust and my strength, which has been really sweet.
I learned a lot just about how good God is, but also just how much he is a shepherd to us, and just how being a shepherd, Jesus came down and he truly humbled himself, and he had to get in the filth and get dirty with us, also seeing as leaders that we are supposed to get down and get dirty with these people and just live life on life with them. And so I think it's been really cool to see that in God and see that in the people around me, and just be inspired by that.
As a leader, just changing the perspective of how can I be fulfilled, but rather looking out for others and trying to see how they're growing.
God has this chance to present himself as a lion and a bold, fierce, dominant leader, but he doesn't, and instead presents himself as a lamb most of the time, just humbly, and comes to people with a sense of comfort and peace. And I just learned that that's something I should be doing as well, coming to God humbly.
God is definitely unchanging, and from the Old Testament stories and how he deals with the world there to the miracles that he performed through his son Jesus Christ and through the apostles, like in the books of Acts, those are things that are still happening even if we don't see them in our everyday life. They're happening somewhere in the world, and that God is still really with us and really moving in powerful ways.
My favorite thing about D Group was that it was just well put together. Every time the leaders came in to train us, I just feel like they knew exactly what they were going to talk about. They had scripture backed up, and then when I asked them questions, they just always had the answer that I was not necessarily looking for, but that I needed.
In one of the trainings, I learned how to write my testimony, a crucial part of sharing your faith. This has allowed me now to confidently go out and share my faith with people, because I've learned my own story, so I can use my story to help other people and hopefully be an inspiration to them.
This summer I really learned the importance of viewing everywhere I go as a mission field. I just learned that you don't necessarily have to work in a ministry job to be glorifying God through work, but you can really just share the gospel with anyone you meet and everywhere you go.
My favorite thing about SLP is for sure the community.
Definitely 100% the community.
My favorite thing about SLP is the community we have built as believers.
Just doing life together, I feel like it's super fun and an experience that you don't get very often.
The growth that I had here, I think there was a lot of challenges that I had to face while I was here, and I think there was such good community that pushed me to grow in every situation.
Be down the hall from somebody, and whenever you want, just knock on somebody's door, and you always have somebody to hang out with, somebody to talk to, and just getting to truly see a taste of heaven